Western Conference NBA playoffs, round one.
We are just about ready to get underway. Taking a look at Denver. Well, they started off with the Game 1 win. Now they need to get another one here to keep the home court advantage.
And even with that win in Game 1, they can't take their foot off the proverbial pedal, right? As good as they were last game, they'll need to be better tonight to avoid a letdown.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And Jokic gets it to go.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And go outside. Pass to Edwards. A tray. Drills it from outside.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation. And anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Now, here's Watson. McDaniels defending. Hardaway is screen on McDaniel. Beyond the arc. Hardaway, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Puts it up from 15. Again, the Nuggets score.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Randall passes to Edwards. Here in the first.
My goodness! That was special. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. With the step back. Out to Hardaway. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 3. McDaniels on the wing. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Over Hardaway. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
That skosh of space off the pick was all Edwards needed. Nice execution in the 2-man game right there.
Murray. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. From the arc. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Murray, good.
Murray has that spirit. If you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
For Minnesota, they've got a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. inside Edwards. The three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Murray with the jam.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
Over in the corner, Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 13.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Handle outside. McDaniels outside. Randall with a screen for McDaniel. Over Watson. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And again, it's Denver.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
And so it's Minnesota with it. And here's Randall. After DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail. Right, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Oh, great ball movement there.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here is Edwards. 13 points in the game. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Sinks the triple. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Jokic. Over Gobert. And it's Jokic missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
Edwards against Murray. Jokic on top. Back to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Minnesota in the lead. Now Edwards. He's got 15. He takes it in, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Najee passes to Johnson. Here's the floater. Minnesota leading by 3. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. And McDaniels, here we go. Count it, good.
Determination there from McDaniels. Love seeing that. Refusing to be denied on the drive.
Here's Pickett to the inside. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Johnson with the rebound. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. It's stolen by Edwards. Beats it up. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jokic has got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
After DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Right wing. Inside. Here's Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Pickett. Edwards defending. Tries it from 19. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game.
Oh, man! Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
The Nuggets trail by 5. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams will make substitutions. .143 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And Brown pulls it down. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
A long and tiring game, made worse, you see by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Jones checked in for Denver. Edwards can't hit. Johnson with it. And it's Reed picking him up. A nice shot by Brown. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Anderson's checked in. Dosunmu with it. He has yet to score. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game pace.
And rolling with such quickness. There's just no way to keep Randall from scoring that.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Here's Murray. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Reed with a screen on Murray. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against you.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with those two moves. And it's Anderson in at the three. Back to DiVincenzo. And the three off target. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And here's Valanciunas. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Randall down low. Takes it off the glass. Randall's got 6 points.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And here's the fast break. Count it. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now here's Murray. He's got 18. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Outside, Reed fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Reed's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Murray against DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for them in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's characteristic.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Valanciunas. Here's Murray. Puts it up from 17. And it Denver scoring again.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Anderson passes to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And that one drops for him. DiVincenzo's got 4 points this quarter. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver.
Timeout.
It's a 3-point game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jokic is checking Valanciunas. Johnson surveying the floor. Now Brown. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Highland. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Reed against Jokic. Jokic draws the double. The offensive rebound. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Jokic with the toughness on the glass.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that.
Highland against Murray. Here's Dosunmu. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Johnson. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed with it. Now defended by Jokic. Reed. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Murray. 24 points for him. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Jokic.
No surprise, Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking 3-level bucket.
Pass to Dosunmu. Reed with the screen on Brown. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Outside, Reed. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Murray dishes to Brown. Pass to Jokic. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Now here's Dosunmu. Guarded closely. Anderson is screen on Johnson. And it's Reed penetrating. And that one is good. Reed's got 10 points.
That's the thing about Reed. I mean, he can put the ball on the floor and make plays.
Johnson outside. Pass to Brown. Oh, good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 4. Reed with it. He's got 10. Johnson over to help. Pocket 6. And here's Anderson for 3. Murray with the defensive effort. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Denver. Murray with it. And it's Reed picking him up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort and keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Cameron Johnson. Aiden Watson comes in for Bruce Brown. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Christian Brown. Reed with the screen on Hardaway. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. He has 7.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Outside Gordon. Watson the screen. And it's Gordon missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Anderson. On the wing, Dosunmu. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Driving the lane. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Jokic against Reed. And that one's good. Jokic.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now, here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Hardaway. Reed with a screen on Hardaway. From outside the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first of 2.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Denver's gone 0-3 from behind the arc to start the second quarter. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to Randall. And here's Edwards. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 24.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Randall down low. Covered by Johnson. Randall no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic passes to Hardaway. Back to Jokic to the paint. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to this rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I'd say let those triples fly.
Edwards, good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Jokic against Gobert. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Jokic.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Hardaway against Edwards. Edwards fights through for 2.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We come back right after this.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Contributions from their bench, providing once again the importance of depth.
Yeah, with the way their starters play, they may also need their subs in the second half. And I'm not talking submarine sandwiches, even though I'm hungry right now.
An interesting postseason. And that about wraps it.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big... game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Edwards looking it over. Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 6. Gordon kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 32 points in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Murray against Edwards. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels outside. Here he goes. And finished off by McDaniel.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Pass to Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Randall surveying the D. Outside Edwards. Over Hardaway. And again it's Minnesota.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Jokic defending. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Excellent defensive positioning and anticipation from Jokic. Able to lock the rim down there. Good work.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. McDaniels in the post. He's against Jokic. A nice shot by McDaniels.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Murray kicks to Hardaway. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic a screen. Here's Gordon. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Heading it down. It's Edwards on the win. Jokic defending. Randall screen on Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pass to Watson. Here's Gordon. Murray right side. And he comes up with the deuce. Murray's got 34 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Hardaway against Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 10. Now, here's Jokic. 26 points for him. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. 36 points for Jamal Murray.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Anderson in for Randall. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Edwards. He's got 36. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon kicks to Hardaway. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway's got 8 points.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
DiVincenzo passes to Anderson. For 3, Edwards. Good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range. It's a devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Murray against Edwards. Stolen by Reed. There's Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Offensively, Edwards is at his best, in my opinion, when he's getting downhill.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Murray. He's got 36. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Gordon with no one around. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Outside, Reed. Anderson a screen on Jokic. From 12 feet out. Reed misses. Denver's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The power of Jokic. Wow.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
McDaniels outside. Reed with a screen for McDaniels.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Denver. Murray kicks to Hardaway. Jokic with the screen on DiVincenzo. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Minnesota leading by 6. That's to McDaniels. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Murray outside. And here's Gordon. Over Anderson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Reed. He's got 10. 4 on the clock. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Johnson kicks to Murray. Hardaway sets a screen from Murray. Oh, good on the triple.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Edwards against Johnson. Edwards drives in.
Edwards loves to entertain, and that was a ferocious slam.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Hardaway. Johnson against McDaniel. Jokic passes to Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the kick working to full effect before the stop.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Reed with a screen on Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. They get the rebound.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Here's Johnson. It's good. Now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Anderson outside. Pass to Edwards. All sorts of time. That one good for 2. Edwards got 47 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Nuggets with some changes. Holmes checked in, and Christian Brown subbed in for Hardaway. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Ando comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Bones Highland subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Count that one. Jokic has got 30 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Randall against Holmes. Randall down low. 6 points for him. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And Brown pulls it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That one drops for him. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Highland passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Edwards. And it's Denver with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Brown missing. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Over Brown. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota, going on an absolute rampage. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship? Right here, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Bones Hyland is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center filling out the middle. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Holmes checked in. Here's Johnson. Pass to Brown. Back to Johnson. Murray is screen on McDaniel. And the shot is good from Johnson.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into correction.
Murray against Hyland. Outside Edwards. Pass to Hyland. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it, his second 3 of the game.
Murray, the pass to Brown. Gobert with the block.
More than 7 feet to contend with, and a wingspan that might be north of that. Good luck getting a shot over Gobert.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Aji's checked in.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
And the evolution of Randall's jumper, it has been fun to watch. He's continuing to make it more lethal.
Johnson, the pass to Murray. There's a screen. Here's Najee. He's defended by Randall. Carries it down low. Najee's got his first points in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Murray, good.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Hyland deciding where to go with it. Picked by Randall. Sweet move. And it's Hyland laying it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
On the wing, Johnson. McDaniels defended. Murray outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 5. Hyland with it. Outside Edwards. Off target with his 3. Brown with it. Picked up by Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. A finish. And it's finished off by Edwards.
Edwards, a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Murray against Edwards. Murray down low. Najee passes to Brown. Just 3 to shoot. It's up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Murray, the pass to Johnson. Now, Jokic. Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. From downtown, the Nuggets with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Hyland. Back to DiVincenzo. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Najee.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, one of the very best big men at handling the ball. Jokic's moves and creativity really set him apart as a big guy.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Najee. Hardaway is subbed in for Christian Brown. Minnesota also making some changes. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dosunmu in for McDaniel. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. Jokic with the screen on DiVincenzo. Hardaway, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Reed. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Strong move by Reed. He's tall and agile and strong. He's hard to slow down.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Murray against Highland. Pass to Jokic. Murray right side. Shoots over Highland. Offensive rebound. Good. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Highland's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Murray way outside. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Now here's Dosunmu. Defense right out. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Bones Highland. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. The Nuggets trail by 12. It's Jokic top of the key. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Reed, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Murray down low. Edwards defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Dosunmu. Outside, Reed. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. And again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Jokic kicks to Murray. To end the run, And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray against Edwards. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels outside. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And McDaniels with the block.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Edwards inside. Murray on him. Outside, Reed. Lock at 6. This one for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Lets loose a 3.
Timberwolves ball.
Edwards against Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards. And got it. Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Present our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Falling into a 2-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. The shot is good!
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Island against Murray. Good! Lays it right in there.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Minnesota making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. Minnesota leading by 17. Dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously, a huge win here in Game 2 for Minnesota.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And this win has really got to feel fantastic, guys. It evens up the series now at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new series now. The best of 5, if you will.
You never want to lose 2 to start this thing off, but right now they've got something to be happy about going into Game 3.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And down goes the 3. Now Highland. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, what a play inside.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
Outside Gordon. Here's Jokic. Highland. Jumper is off. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. So for Allie LaForce and my colleague,